Hi, and welcome to the Angel Advisory for the week of July 19th to the 25th. Thanks for joining me again this week as we check in and see what is in store for all of us this week. This morning, I actually was sitting and doodling as my form of meditation, and what I was drawing was this. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I was like, okay, what is the message with this? And there was two things that were given to me. First off was patience, waiting and waiting and that. I don't know if you've ever drove on the prairies or not, but you can see for miles and miles. And often on the horizon, you can see the next town that you're coming up to. But it takes like so long to get there. It seems like you're never going to get there. And the thing of it is that we have a tsunami of stuff coming in this week. And whether it's going to be a tsunami of grief or a tsunami of celebration and joy, that really depends on what's happening in your life right now. But there is a tsunami coming, and it's like, okay, we can all feel this pressure building. Some of it is dissipating, but it is still there. And it's like, okay, when is this going to happen? So it's much like seeing the next destination on the prairies, and that you can see the silos and all of that, but it takes forever to get there. And it's like patience, it will arrive in all good time. It also is like, if this is a tsunami of grief, don't get too wrapped up in it. Whatever challenges and hurdles are coming your way, just know that you have the tools to be able to deal with it. And that's exactly what you need to do. As it comes up, deal with it. Don't be thinking about it before it hits and sort of making it worse than what it will be. Just allow it to come. And sometimes it's best to allow the tsunami to wash over you and then recede back a little bit before you start knowing what your next step is to dealing with that. So that's sort of what the overall energy is for us this coming week. And I feel that for most of us, this is going to be, even though there might be some grief within our week, there is going to be a lot of positive, and this is going to be a tsunami of celebration and acceptance and gratitude and everything else. The other thing that I wanted to just touch briefly on is I seen a TED talk yesterday wherein it talks about don't look for the miracles. Don't look for the miracles. You already are the miracle, and you don't need to look for it. By being born, each and every one of us is truly a miracle. So this week we are going to pick some cards from the map. I wanted to map out our week ahead for all of us. So let's see what the cards have to say for us today, and what the angels are bringing to us, and that to help us sort of deal with our tsunamis, no matter which way they are. Okay, so the first card, oh, is the Wizard of Awareness. This is really good. This is teaching us, or telling us, pardon me, to be aware of what's going on in our life, what's coming in, what's going out. Just sort of be aware. Don't get wrapped up in everything so much that you are not paying attention to the signs and the little nudges and innuendos that are coming to you, that are actually giving you tools to be able to deal with whatever's coming this week. So just sit back and breathe, sort of be like the hawk and survey the area, be like the crane and just sort of watch. A crane can stand in the water, or a heron, and for hours, and just stand stock still and looking at its prey until the time is right, goes out and strikes at it. So that's what this Wizard of Awareness is telling us to do this week, is just being aware of our surroundings, what's going on in our life. Be really cognizant of what you're saying, what your intentions are that you're putting out into the universe. That is really key. There's also another card that fell out, and this one is Magic Prayer. Oh, I love this card. This is just feeling really good. So again, it goes back to me saying, be careful what you are putting out, setting out as intentions this week, because all of your thoughts are actually prayers. And so if we want the magic prayer to come into our life, we have to be really super clear on exactly what we're asking for. So just really be clear on that, and watch all of your thoughts and make sure that there is not a negative thing. And there's also coming to me right now, be careful what you wish for, because often we think we want something, the grass is greener on the other side. But then it arrives and it's not really what we want, which is okay, because it just magical prayer, magical wish, whatever. So what are you intending this week? Maybe set up your week for that. So if you have life situations that could become the tsunami of grief and suffering and angst, maybe set the intention and ask your angels right now, right here, please allow this to come to me gently so that I am able to deal with it. And always remember, we're never given more than we can deal with. So let's see if there's another message for us this week. Oh, okay, we'll get that one in a minute. Slow and steady, here's that sign again. It's like all about patience. It's about not pushing forward, not trying to force the outcome to your way of thinking. It's about just being in the present moment, every moment, and allowing it to come to you. And Rome was not built in a day, so patience, my friends, patience and patience. Slowly and steadily, one step at a time, and before you know it, that thing on the horizon will be there, you will be enjoying it, and everything will be really good. Okay, one more card here. This will be the card that we're ending on. It's Ride the Wave. Ride the wave, people. The wave is just so immense and so joyful in that. And because we have dolphins that are riding the wave, that just always sings to me great joy. The more we can ride the wave this week, no matter what is coming to us, the easier it will be. So just remember that. Pay attention to your surroundings. Just allow whatever is flowing to you to flow to you. If it is a tsunami that kind of gives you a little pause, remember, let the tsunami come, take a reprieve as it's flowing back out, and then make your decision on what you're going to do. I send angel blessings to each and every one of you. I intend for all of us to have a tsunami of celebration and joy this week. That is my blessing for each of you and my wish. And I say namaste to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me every week. I really enjoy being able to be the facilitator and have the angel messages passed on to you. So get out there, have a great day, have a marvelous week. We'll see you next week.